YouTube, what the Total War Attila crap is going on? HeirofCarthage here, back on Attila once again, and this is going to be the second game that Blademaster played against this VM Sig. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's got some weird thing over the O, and I don't know. We'll just call him Sig for now. I like Sig pistols, so that works out good. So Blademaster's going to be the Jutes this time, and Sig's going to bring the Huns over here. That's a lot of archers. So 6-step archers, it looks like, and that is a lot of Ur warriors as well. Blademaster looks like he's come with plenty of axe units as well, so let's check out the Blademaster's army set up in a very interesting formation. Very wide formation with gaps down the center. Kind of odd to leave these gaps down the center, but I mean, it's going to be hard for cavalry to exploit it because he's got cavalry ready to pounce. This long line of slingers all spread out like this is going to be able to slow down any enemy cav rushes on his center to the point where they're going to be pretty much wrecked by Nordic horse lords, which are being reinforced by Huscarls. So I actually kind of understand his formation here, and this makes sense. It's a very interesting way to lay it out. So it looks like in total he's going to have 6 Huscarls. Looks like 6 Nordic horse lords, so very standard from the Jutes. So this one's not going to be one of Blademaster's like very interesting builds per se, but it's a very good meta build. He's got 2 Nordic band on the flanks for meat shield against potential enemy Lancer Cav, like these Noble Step Cataphracts, so again, very good choice. And the Slingers are also a good choice. They can absorb a lot of fire from step bows, and they can also slow down and destroy a lot of shock cavalry. So again, very good choice, I think, by Blademaster. Shock cavalry is particularly weak to Slingers, and archers for that matter, just because they don't have a block chance typically, and most of them have kind of low armor, though. Noble Step Cataphracts actually have a pretty decent armor value here at 50. So yeah, not bad at all. So you're going to see 6 Noble Step Cataphracts. Or no, that's a first wave Lancer. Wow, their armor is very low. Let's see, what's the first wave Lancer versus Noble Step Cataphract? Yeah, way more armor on the Noble Step Cataphract. Let's see, Noble Step Cataphract, 230 charge bonus versus 240. So the first wave Lancers have a better charge bonus and more attack, but they sacrifice quite a bit of armor and health. So these guys are going to hit harder, whereas the Noble Step Cataphracts are going to be more durable. So 6 step bows, he's got 1 odd step levy chosen out here, 6 standard Ur warriors, and a step chieftain. So Blademaster's going to push with his Nordic band over here. This is good way to push back some bows. And if the shock cavalry comes forward, it's going to get murdered by slingers. So it's a pretty good push by Blademaster so far. And any shots taken on the Nordic band won't be worth it for the step bows. But step bows are pretty cheap too, so they don't have to get a lot of kills to pay themselves off. Hurlers, Nordic hurlers are also very cheap, so again, they don't have to get a lot of kills to be paid off. Pushing the Huns back, and expectedly so, I would be a little bit intimidated by this formation as well. Think about what the Huns have here. The only thing they really have over the Nordic troops is shock cavalry, but that shock cavalry has to watch out for both hurlers, which slows them down substantially, reducing their charge damage, and Nordic horse lords, both of which are going to be a big danger to the shock cavalry. And not only that, the shock cavalry will die in droves to supporting Huscarls, which are placed very near the Nordic horse lords. So this is why I would think the Jutes have every advantage in this match. I would pick the Jutes any day if I really wanted to win over the Huns, but there are some players I've seen do some interesting stuff with the Huns. But in general, I think I would hand the advantage to the Jutes as a faction. The Jutes are a very good faction in Attila multiplayer, especially in the type of tournament rule play that you see where you have like 6 of the same, all that kind of stuff. The Jutes end up being a very capable faction. So Blademaster doing a good job at kind of taking down a few of the step bows, just annoying Sig here in the center. The Noble Step Cataphracts do have a couple of arrows to shoot from bows. It's not going to cause any major damage, but that's where you're seeing the ammo on them. They have bows. To make the Huns more interesting, it might be neat if they'd give these guys like 8 or 9 arrows just to make things more interesting. Blademaster coming in here with an odd column formation on the horse lords. That may be to reduce the damage that a wide charge. Yeah, I'm guessing that's why he's doing that. If you have a wide formation of shock cavalry, having that column formation of horse lords is going to reduce the damage, while at the same time not giving the penalty at making them weaker to missile fire, like the diamond formation does. And I don't think the horse lords have diamond formation, so Blademaster's kind of making his own diamond formation here, I think, by getting in that odd column. Now these Huscarls are going to have to watch out here Yeah, okay, he's got the Horse Lords on point, so he's going to want to keep them out of his Huskarls, or else that'll be a big waste. Now there's a little bit of trouble. We got, yeah, Noble Steck Cataphracts coming from a couple of directions. Fortunately, the Cataphract charge was from both units, was slightly interrupted. Still got a pretty nice hit there with that one. Those Huskarls should get quite a few kills in this melee. Yeah, a lot of Hun units being blobbed in here. And blob fights are where Huskarls come out to shine. However, we got a Hun unit behind the lines here. Oh, it's going to go straight into the Nordic leader. This is going to be ugly for Blademaster. Fortunately for him, though, it's a side charge. So once again, it ought to minimize his casualties, but he's still going to take quite a few. Yeah, this Huskarl is getting overwhelmed here, but it's still racking up kills at a very high pace here, up to 60, even in this giant blob. Blademaster doing a good job, having used the, name of that ability that the Horse Lords have that helps them last longer in combat. Looks kind of like Headhunt, but I think they renamed it in Attila. So we got a complete Hun swarm on this flank. Not a bad plan by Sig here to try and overwhelm one Blademaster flank at a time. However, if those guys get hung up here with these Huskarls, like right here, this is going to be extremely good for these Huskarls. They're going to start wrecking Warriors. This flank is easily in favor of Blademaster, but this one he is heavily outnumbered. But because the shock cavalry is being blobbed and not getting great charges, his Huskarls have the potential here to do an insane amount of damage. Like this unit, just look at the kills skyrocketing. This unit's running away from the charge of an inbound shock cavalry. Probably a good move. Yes, it's going to end up minimizing the damage from that shock cavalry, and then Blademaster is going to bring in his Nordic raid leader here. Risky because his general is very important. But this big blob here is not going well. Oh, look at that hurler fire coming into the Steppe Chieftain. So Blademaster picking off the Steppe Chieftain with the hurlers. Very nice move by Blademaster. More shock cavalry coming in for the Huns, which is actually hitting the back of his own men. And it's not going to do the amount of damage that the Huns need here. Huskarls nearby here and here. So this blob is going to really turn into an absolute kill fest for the Huskarls. This one up to 217. Yeah, and then this flank falling apart for Sig as expected because he was completely overwhelmed here. So Blademaster doing a good job at damaging this flank as much as possible. A little too much blobbing from Sig over here. I liked the idea, since he really didn't have any head-on advantage, I liked the idea of him overwhelming one flank and like kind of focusing on Blademaster over here while leaving kind of a contingent force on this side. But Blademaster was able to push forward, hit hard here, while using a few forces here to punch back against the Hun assault, and that ends up just leaving him with an excellent victory here. Again, though, I would say, like I said, I feel like the Jutes hold the advantages here, but still not to say that Blademaster should have credit taken away for playing this well and doing what he needed to do to gain victory. Attila is so dark compared to the other ones. Like sometimes it gets like almost black on the screen. Maybe I should turn up the gamma or something. Yeah, the darkness setting on Attila is like crazy. Almost a little bit overdone for my liking. Looks like some steppe bows maybe. Yeah, some steppe bows that are back out here. You can see them firing into the mix of Nordic cavalry over there. These are some Nordic hurlers that apparently aren't interested in those steppe bows because they'll probably rout. Yeah, all these units are going to rout. So he's trying to focus on the Steppe Chieftain and some Warriors. Man, that frame lag in Attila, it is real. Let's get up here in close combat, see some Hun shock cavalry trying to get away. And you can see the Huskarls here just wrecking on Warriors. The Warriors are a decent unit, but they're no match for Huskarls. Are really not a good matchup against any two-handed axe unit for that matter. Anyway, you can see the rest of the Hun forces being routed there. So Blademaster did a great job in these games. I appreciate him submitting them. He was obviously very keen on you seeing the first one, where he really liked the Armenian slinger play. That's the type of thing that he would enjoy, and I enjoyed as well. So I appreciate him sending it. This one's a more typical meta build you're going to see in tournaments, and then also for the Huns, probably a more typical meta build, so nothing really out of the ordinary here. Again, I think that Sig did about all he could, which is just, like I said, try and overload one flank, because going head-to-head with the Jutes like that is just a suicide mission. So I think he did the right move, he just wasn't able to execute it well, and then Blademaster countered it well on top of that, and so it left him being defeated pretty decisively there. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this. HeirofCarthage signing off for now. Again, thanks to Blademaster for the replay. Hope you all continue to enjoy them, and I'll try and link up to his channel if you want to go check it out. He really does have some great Total War videos. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.